Hello and welcome back to Blue Shift. Since last time I have learned that apparently this game was part of the Dreamcast port of Half-Life, but then that never came out. So they just released it with the Windows port of Half-Life instead. So isn't that interesting? This game could have been on Dreamcast at some point. I forgot just how small the HUD is. But it's tiny, isn't it? Very tiny HUD. It's because I'm playing on such a huge monitor. How do I get up there? Maybe... nope, that's a death pit. Maybe somewhere over here there's a light there. That would make me think that there's something down there. But no. It's never that easy. It's never that easy. So where? There? Oh! Well, apparently that hurts me. Thanks game, for hurting me. On purpose. Of course a tree would hurt you. Why wouldn't you think so? There you go. Now I'm up and out. And into this place, which is nothing. Very nice environment you've designed here. Look at all these guns we have. We have tons of guns. Guns that can kill people, and more importantly, aliens. But not real life aliens, fake video game aliens. I would like to use the shotgun, because I think shotgun is shot fun. Haha. What? You foolish plant! Stinking plants. Why do they have to hate me too? Everything else does. Why do the plants have to hate me? Long, dark corridors. This game really likes its long, dark corridors. At least at some points. Don't hit me, plant! The plant complied. Therefore, the plant is safe today. You see, this is why a shotgun is good, because lots of power in one general direction! And also, it has like 8 shots of all that power, but you have to make sure you center the power. Get the power right where it needs to be. Don't fight the power, make the power. Be the power. Yeah. Right when it's flying at you. And that's all it takes. That's why we love shotguns. That's why shotguns are shot funs. You know, for a while, when I was younger, and didn't play with shotguns as much in video games, not in real life. I just had no idea why people loved shotguns in games so much. And now they're like my favorite weapon in games. Because look at that. Look at that thing go. I think that Doom 4, you know, the 2016 version, aka Doom 4, that's what I call it at least. I think that game really solidified my love for shotguns. Because before that, I just played like Resident Evil with shotguns. Then it was like Doom made shotguns even more fun than Resident Evil did. Look at that guy. He just fell there. Haha, what a lame-o. We're running through the tunnels. What exciting game design isn't it? Isn't it exciting game design to just run through tunnels, occasionally shoot a head crab? People like to act like older games were more perfect, but some of them were not. Some of them were very flawed, and then you look at them with rose-tinted glasses. Oh, I've been there, haven't I? It's an intersection. I think there was another pathway this way. Yeah, left. So all of that stuff to the right, that was pointless nonsense. Thanks, video game. And also this was pointless nonsense too. How about that? Well, now we have more ammo. But where do we go? Where on earth do we go? That's what the kind of game it is now. That's what the kind of game. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Of course that's what I meant to say. Maybe there was another way this way. And the flashlight is off because you only get so much flashlight. Thank you, video game designers, for designing the video game this way. You can't go up there. Of course you can't go up there. There's nothing along any of these walls. I'm getting stuck on the environment. And that's not helpful either. That's not very helpful to my capacity for doing things. The flashlight charges back up very quickly. So I'm just like, well, why does it charge? Why does it have a meter? Why do you give the flashlight a meter? And where do I go? I am lost. Well, I do know exactly where I am, given where the other tunnels are, generally, but it's like, where go? There go. I have found where go. And ergo, we go this way. Sometimes it's easier just to let them hit you and then hit back. Or something like that. That's why I have such bad reaction time. Yeah, that's the word. That's why I have that bad reaction time. Sometimes I have very good reaction time. Sometimes it's incredibly terrible. But I can at least aim somewhat accurately. I say that, but then like 2 of those shots hit. The raw data proves me wrong. Nice loading screen you have there. How on earth do these creatures live their lives, live their real lives, live their real fake lives in this real Half-Life fake life? I've got no clue. This planet just seems to be all howling cliffs and meteorites. And no actual livable land. Well, that wasn't it. That wasn't the way to go. Nope, we don't go down. We don't go down. That's sure not where we go. We want to go up and out and in to that cave over there. That I saw. You might not have saw, but I saw. Oh, hi there. No thank you, I'd rather not deal with you today. Coming through, just on my way through. You can all leave me alone now. You can all leave me alone. I'm just passing through your world. No need to bother me. No harm done. Actually, tons of harm done, at least if I don't save periodically. Oh. There they come in again. Oh! That's fine, just live this time. That's fine, just live this time. That's fine, just live this time. Okay, where are you? Where do you come from? No! Why do there have to be so many holes? Why must there be so many places to fall and make folly of me? There you go. That was a good way to die. Oh, that's what you're doing. Oh, thank you. You know, like Beetle. That's the way that Beetle sounds in Zelda: The Legend of. Because you know, that's just its surname. Zelda is its surname. You have to say The Legend of. Move up, move up, move up. Go up there. And of course there's that thing. Not anymore, there's not that thing anymore. Don't attack me, plant. I can attack you back. I can attack you. The bullets, they do nothing. Oh! What is all this poop water? This alien poop water sludge. And where on earth is this supposed to take me? Well, I guess we're not on Earth. Haha. So I guess that doesn't work. That line of questioning, of thinking, of stinkening. Health up to full health. This really is the best gun in the game. You get explosives, you get tons of quick-fire rounds, you get lots of ammo. What other gun can top this? Surely none. Some days, these explosion, sonic boom dogs don't know when to die. There. That's where I want to go. Whenever you jump, make sure you don't lose too much health. And also make sure you know where you're going. That's where I was originally headed for that sentence before I took damage. I see. Teleportation. But must turn on teleportation. From multiple points. Open up! Let me in! Now what boss monster is gonna come out and kill me? Turn the dial. You can't turn it that way, you have to turn it this way. You have to turn the dial just the right direction, or it won't work at all. Focuser emitters aligned. Sir, you must listen to my argument first, before you try to kill me. Really? All of that? You make me do all that work. And nothing. At least I have a huge, massive missile launcher now. Wherever that came from. Gotta turn this all the way around this way. Because that's how game design works. They designed the game that way. And then this one just this shorter distance. But before we do that, we save. We save the game. And then we run! Get out of here! What? And then just hope that something doesn't spawn on top of you, of course. You know, as you do. Oh. Thanks for that one. Really clear that that was going to happen. I totally could have known that would happen before I went into that room. Video game. Thank you very much for the warning. That's just a cutscene right there. You can't actually kill that guy. And what? If you even attempt to jump in there, then you die. Thanks, game. Thanks for being a video game with cutscenes and not real gameplay sometimes. Turns out this gun is always the best gun. Never use another gun ever. Except for right now when I'm using the powerful gun. To shoot down the powerful enemies. Where are you? You're there, you're right there, and you're dead now! Now fade out of existence like you never existed. These poor aliens, they'd only exist for so long in our plane of reality, existence reality. Existential reality, you could say. Seems like there might be waves of enemies. And if there are, I'm ready for them. I'm ready to shoot their glutes. You can go now. You can go. Power up, power up. Get that crystal online. Get that crystal online. You waiting for something? You waiting for me? You waiting for me to do something? Hello? I feel like it's waiting for me to do something. Something foolish that will get me killed. What hurt me there? Something hurt me there, and I'm not sure what. This time I'm saving before going in here. Because last time, apparently, they just made the hitbox for it instantly killing you last a little bit too long. So it just instantly killed me last time. But oh look, you're actually meant to go up here. How about that? Thanks, game designers, for having all this forethought. At the forethought of your foremind. Whenever you shoot something, make sure you're aiming at it. That's what we learned right there. Always make sure you're aiming first, and then shooting. And they're gonna destroy that bridge probably. Or not. Not everything is super scripted. Ta-da! I was able to lead him with my gun. And now you're the one who destroys the bridge, aren't you? But no, he did not. For some things are scripted, but some things are slightly less scripted. Like taking damage from a head crab. Thanks, head crab, for being right there. They really just pulled the same trick twice, didn't they? The same trick twice. Twice in a row. Where'd you go? Where are you? There you are. We're alive. I'm alive. You might not be alive, but I am. Oh look, a portal. We're back to the beginning, but now there's a portal. Give me the portal! Bright green flashing light, yay.
Good job, Mr. Calhoun. We began to worry when you didn't come back for some time, but it looks as though you were able to get the device operational. The signal we're getting is very strong.
Oh yeah, the whole reason why I was over there.
Bad news. The power reserves were just enough to open the field for your trip to the border world. If we plan on keeping the teleporter open long enough to calculate a safe exit point and allow time for everyone to go through, someone will have to go to the lower level and retrieve another power cell. A few of our colleagues went down there a while ago, but we haven't heard from them since. I can only fear for the worst. I hate to keep putting you in this position, but you must realize that if someone doesn't go down there, then none of us will get out of here alive. Besides, you're the best equipped to deal with any dangers that may be waiting. Here, I'll show you to the access elevator that leads to the power generator. Follow me.
Ah yes, let the security guard do all your dirty work for you. I see how it is. Security regular scientist man. Look at that machine. What is that machine? What does it do? Just for fun. Just for fun.
Down below are the old power generators that were used to service this lab. You should find what you're looking for.
Yeah, see ya.
Once you've located the new power cell, make sure it's charged and send it up the freight lift. Good luck.
Make sure the power cell is charged before you send it up. That is what he said. That is what the science man said. With his scientific wording. Open sesame. That guy was quite the jumper. He jumped and leaped and jumped, but didn't leap but jumped. Where I have 100% armor. But where's my HP? I need more HP. I have 0 HP. I have 5 HP. That was a lie.
Okay, sir. Those things, they're everywhere. We've got to get out of here together. If we don't get the power cell charged, we're all going to die. Get out of here. I can
Well then. Well then. Hello? Let me in! Perhaps crowbar. No bar. Well, now where? Where do I go? Direction! Director, what's my line? What's my line? What do I say? Where do I go? Where's the video game director when you need him? Surely they could make the hitbox for those buttons like slightly wider. Slightly larger. Oh, it's military time. It's time for me to get killed by the military. Let me save so that I do not just die here because I have 5 HP coming out of that old place. That old place. They assumed that I would have just killed all those enemies and then, I guess, bathed in the HP pool. Ta-da! Meat! We have meat! We can dine tonight, boys! Oh! Why did you switch me to a new weapon? Just to have me die? You fool! You fool in particular! Ah! Well, now I know that there's an explosive thing right there. That I can explode with my non-explosive bullets. Ta-da! It's a meat show. It's the show of meat. You want some too? You want some? You can have some. And he did. And he ate it. And he liked it. With his mouth. He liked eating it with his mouth. Now we have these satchel charges, which are slightly less useless than the mines. They're more fun than the mines, at least. This is one of those hallways that's meant to like show off lighting in a game. You know, like if they were trying to show off what the Dreamcast could do, then these would be the hallways to do it. But then they're like later into the campaign of the game, so it's like a little weird. But anyway, lighting. It's a lighting thing. They're showing off lighting. What a game engine can do. There's the other side of that thing. We don't need to go up there. That'll send us into the toxic waste, which we do not want at this point. Maybe at some point. Haha, meat. You are meat now. Ah! You are not meat, however. But you can become meat easily. And that's the point of the game. Turning people to meat. Their maker. Ah, we hit the loading zone, which means we went the correct direction. Looks like those danger mines need a danger charge. Because the danger rope is cut. Right where you need it. Right where you need the danger rope. Where are you? Don't sneak up on me, or I'll kill you twice. I'll kill you again. See, look, there's a little mouth down there. Haha. That was just a neat little detail. There are lots of neat little details here and there. Now where? Because that's toxic. I don't want to be toxic today. But if I must... Oh, instant death. Instant death goo. Do not do the instant death goo. So, that just leaves the door. Shoot. Shoot the thing. Explode it. Why did you drop right there? Why? Why did you drop in the middle of the room? Get all the way over there. And then explode. Nope. What? I'm pressing right click. Why are you doing that? You fool! Where was my last save? Good. Barrel. Perhaps barrel can get me across. With these weird physics. These weird shoving physics. No, don't go over there. Moves at 1 billion miles per hour. Maybe it's like tied to the frame rate or something. Maybe that's why it's moving all weird. Nope, you can't get it across. Can't get it over there. But perhaps we can get it over this way. It's very awkward. You have to like move it, hold the move key and then shove it places. Maybe it's conductive, and that can do it. Haha! I have used my scientific brain for once in my living life. As a scientist soldier man. Scientist super soldier. That's what the next movie should be, is Scientist Super Soldier. If they made Half-Life into a movie, they might just call it Scientist Super Soldier. Headcrabs can die. That didn't kill the headcrabs. They are highly resilient and resistant. And resistilient. Shotgun works very well on headcrabs. Now what does that do? It drains all the goo! Good, we do not want the goo. We do not want the gooey substance to clog our pipes. Now, you're giving me armor, which is very nice. I appreciate the armor. But where's the HP? I need both to live. I need to live with both in order to live at all. First aid station. It is a station for first aid, not second, not the second one. I suppose we're supposed to align these into a bridge in this little crevasse, as some say, some weirdo hippie people say. Some weirdo artsy-fartsy people say it that way. That is some real momentum on those things. The game is not supposed to work that way. That has to be like a tied to a frame rate sort of thing, because the frame rate is like 160 frames per second. And I'm sure that the game was not supposed to go that high when it was released. Where are you? Where are you? Where is it? I hear your alien voices. Maybe they're in the coolant tanks. And once I try to walk on them, aliens will pop out of them. Or maybe I am a conspiracy person. Now stay. All of you stay exactly where you are, or I will kill all of you. Much like how you will kill me. Because, you know, coolant, it is very toxic. And apparently they learned that after developing the game, because you actually swim through coolant as Gordon Freeman, not Morgan Freeman. You swim through coolant as Gordon Freeman in the actual game, as part of the story, as part of the main story. Those fools! They didn't think of it beforehand. They thought of it post-hand. Or rather, after-hand, even. Why didn't those doors earlier have buttons next to them? They could have used buttons, for sure. Or even 5 sure. Sometimes all it takes is one shotgun shell to kill. To kill. Or a bullet. These guys are supposed to fight each other, but that guy was just looking at me, all confused. What an odd series of events that was. Honestly. How odd. How honestly odd. How odd honestly. I cannot jump up there. That would be ridiculous. Of course it would be. But we try anyway. Because that's what gamers do. To quote Thor, that's what gamers do. It's a very loose quote. He might not have even said it, but he said something like it. That Thor man person. Thor was cool at one point. He's not so cool anymore, but he was cool at one point. Marvel's kinda not cool anymore. But that's all writing mistakes and not getting the right people to make your movies. They used to get the right people to make their movies, just they stopped because they wanted to make more money on cheaper people. Or something like that. Which is odd, because that's like a multi-billion-dollar franchise. You could spend a bit more money on the writing room and a bit less money on the CGI room. Because you don't need CGI to tell a good story, but you need a good writer to tell a good story, and director, and actors. Now, what on earth is this doing? I think it's just getting power to where we were before. But I think I'm supposed to actually charge something physical. But who knows, maybe I'm not. And if I'm not, then I'm just going all the way back up there without anything to show for it. I just activated this thing. Which is kind of like what we just did in Zen. We just activated something and then came back, and then they told us to go do something else. And then we did do something else. which was activate another thing and then come back again. So it's all circles. It's all circles going in circles. Multiple circles on top of each other, you could say. You could say. You could say. I'm saying that in slow motion, just in case you did not understand what I said before. Because it was quick. It was a quick saying. Zap your lightning, magic man. Ah! Luckily for you, I have this. Or rather, luckily for me. Apparently right-click turns on and off the targeting system, like the laser guidance system. Imagine real rockets worked like that, just... Oh yeah, no heavy. Well, imagine real rockets worked like that. You could guide them with a laser like that. I'm sure some do.
Get this power cell charged and back up to Dr. Rosenberg. I'd help, but I'm hurt pretty bad. You can probably push the power cell through the fence into the charging station behind me. Let me see if I can get out of the way.
Well, he's not getting any more out of the way than he is now. Poor fellow man person. Where is that power cell? Is that the power cell? Is that what you were talking about? But how open do I? Oh, it just opens. This better be the power cell. You better get over there and comply. Comply with your fellow officer, or I will kill you immediately. Or rather instantly. Instantly and immediately at the same time. Now charge up, and I'm gonna... Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing I need to charge up. Because there's nothing else that it could be. Now these guys just died from that one thing spawning in, and that scientist got all the way over there before he died. So that's the environmental storytelling of this room. Most of it was storytelling that we actually saw, but hey, it's environmental too. It can be both. Activate door now! Open! Now's the time to leave. Goodbye, death facility. Forever. Mwahahaha. I have escaped the death. Have you escaped the death? The Mesa death. They could call it the Black Death, but that's already taken. Hello there, friend.
This time, however, the process is going to be a bit...
He keeps talking after death? Oh. I didn't mean to get you to stop talking. You can speak now. You can tell me the story if you want to. Mr. Story Person. There's the thing that we got for them. Haha. And that's the story. That's what happened. Now can we teleport out of here, magic scientist man? Science wizard? I think I messed up all the dialogue.
I'll stay down here to monitor the system levels and direct the procedure. I need you to climb up to the control room and activate the main power.
Ah yes, I activate the thing and you get out. That's the third time they just told me to go activate something, by the way.
Don't worry, Mr. Calhoun. The process is simple, and I'll let you know when you need to do something.
Ah yes, main power. I was going to break that open.
Very good. Stand by, Calhoun. Once the system is initialized, it'll take a few moments for the interpolating resonance coils to achieve focus.
Ah yes, I understand your science words, science man. Incredibly simple. I totally understood all of that. I completely understood all of that. Entirely.
Everything is looking up. Oh no. The primary coolant line has been ruptured.
Everything is looking up. Oh no.
The catwalk and release the pressure. Hurry, before the system overheats.
Release the pressure. But where? Where release? There. Ta-da. Release now. Release. Release the pressure!
Now keep turning the crank until
By very slowly churning the thingy. Die!
it was close.
Die, aliens, die!
It is out charging. With the main
You know, calling them aliens might not be a good...
displacement field
I don't know.
in the control room.
What'd you say? Go to the control room? Okay. I can't.
We're almost there.
I mean, this control room? This one? Disp field dumping locks.
It's fully charged. Turn the switch located at the window of the control room.
You said turn the switch, but that's a button.
Go now.
It's just a big red button, man.
Very good, Calhoun. I'll begin charging the system for the next teleport event.
What was that? Just get us out of here, science man. I don't care for your science lies. Science man, I have a shotgun. I can shoot you at any time and reload the save. But it will be equally as painful every time.
All right, we've reached full charge again. Open the field, Calhoun.
Jump through, science man. And guess who they're gonna leave behind? It's gonna be me. They're gonna leave me behind. I'm gonna be the last one out of here. And I'm not gonna leave. Those fools.
To go through next, but don't worry, Mr. Calhoun. I've set the system to
This is not good gameplay, by the way. This is just waiting around to push a button.
levels to reach full again and open the field like you've been doing.
They could have just had it so that you push the button and that leaves the portal open for a while. And then everyone runs through. But no. They had to make you wait all this time for just no reason.
All right, it's ready.
Yeah. Now do I go through or do you?
Mr. Calhoun, I'll see you on the other side.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. And I'm left here. To defend myself, as you could say, against any alien forces that come my way. Alien threats from aliens. Not Bealians, aliens. And of course something goes wrong at the very last moment, trapping me here forever. I ain't sticking around these parts. Partner. See ya, partner. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Don't look at those flashing lights. It could be very bad for you.
We've arrived. When you didn't come through right away, we thought that...
I can't move.
Oh no, there's something wrong here. Simmons, come look at Calhoun. His body seems to be in some sort of resonance displacement.
Oh boy. Don't look at the flashing lights. Resonance displacement, they said. AKA, you're randomly teleporting. And flashing lights. Many flashing lights. Oh look, it's Freeman. In his heavy suit. But in the cutscene we saw, he was looking at the soldiers actively.
Oh, thank God you made it. I was worried that a malfunction occurred at the last moment. And
Now
you
I can move
caught
around.
in an infinite harmonic reflux.
Give me that crowbar.
If that's the case, then you're lucky to be standing here. Then again, we're all lucky.
USA.
You, however, we were
USA.
actually able to pull off this half-brained idea. We made it, Mr. Calhoun. We made it.
Just a bunch of buddies going on a road trip after surviving the alien invasion. Subject Calhoun, status out of range, no further comment. That's what it says on screen. That's what it says. You can't read it because it's tiny, but that's what it says. I guess that's the end of Half-Life Blue Shift. Just you and a couple of science buddies head out there and get on with your lives. And as we know, Half-Life 2 came out like 3 years later, and they did not get on with their lives very well, probably. Because Half-Life 2 is like even more aliens invaded, and then the whole Earth was taken over. So it's kind of like Half-Life 1 is like, congrats, you won against the aliens. And then Half-Life 2 is like, no, actually the aliens won against you somehow. Because they had to make a sequel. And what do you do but you make the aliens even stronger and more oppressive. Special thanks to... Who's the special thanks to? It's to those people. There's 5 people. You can look up the credits on your own. All the credits are out there on the Earth, on the planet Earth, in recordings that people have made, like this one, but probably better recordings. The recordings that actually have the HUD elements at bigger capacity, bigger and blown up. That's what it's called, blowing up. They used to call making an image bigger, blowing it up. So there's this movie called Honey, We Blew Up the Baby. And it doesn't mean like literally exploding a baby. It means making it bigger, making the baby bigger. It says the end on the screen. It says the end. And that means that it's over. That's it. That's the whole game. That's all you get. Like less than 2 hours of game, but it's there. You can play it. You can play it. Because I'm done with it. I'm not playing it anymore. Next is Opposing Force. Which Half-Life on its own was like Half-Life 1. And Half-Life Blue Shift is like Half-Life 3, which I didn't realize. But Opposing Force is like Half-Life 2, the actual Half-Life 2, because that's what came out second. So we did 1, then we did 3, and now we're going to do 2. So see you whenever I do that. It'll be soon, probably, maybe it'll be soon, maybe.